Asiva, this is LaserBolt from GamerFusion.com. What is going on, guys? And welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be covering the map Firebase Delphi and how you could be an effective player when playing the map, whether you're being carried or whether you're carrying. What are going to be the tips necessary for you to actually achieve flawless on this map around? And we're going to be talking about a few things. Let me go ahead and punch out the picture of what the map looks like and tell you guys what lanes to avoid, how to do certain things, and to what type of loadout is going to be effective for this particular map. So let's go ahead and talk loadouts, because loadouts are going to be the one thing that you're going to want to be prepared for when you're going into the map, and you want to make sure you have the right loadouts for when this happens. So as far as primaries are concerned, definitely recommend the Doctrine of Passing, Hawksaw, Soul Stealer's Claw, ES Luna, Last Word, and of course my Mida. I mean, I don't highly recommend the Mida. That's only if you are in love with the Mida like I am. But the Mida could be effective and could be not so effective, because this is kind of like one of those mix and match maps. Depending on the playstyle of the team that you're going against, some teams that is a very close quarter maps, and then sometimes they could become a long range map. So it all depends on the style of the other team. So I would recommend in top priority, like the Hawksaw is actually a pretty good weapon you could use in close quarters, and you could use at a long range as well. Doctrine is a good one. Even though people say it doesn't have that much range, I still consider it to have a very decent range compared to what people would like to give the credit for. But those are the weapons I would recommend. As far as your secondary, definitely recommend a shotty for this map or a sniper. Now, the thing with running a sniper on this map, your snipes have to be crispy and on point, because the lanes on this map are very tricky and very kind of narrow. So you're gonna want to be careful if you're running sniper to not get get caught zooming in and get shotgun or get flanked. So that is as far as loadout is concerned. I highly prefer a shotty for this map. Some people prefer a sniper, but that's just my personal opinion. So once again, guys, any weapon that's a mid-range to close-range weapon would suffice, and a shotgun would work best or ideally for this map. Now, when it comes to this map, one thing you guys are going to want to be looking out for is called the horseshoe. If you guys know what the horseshoe is, it's pretty much that circular part that leads up to, kind of like it's dabbed in the middle, where, you have the basement on the bottom and you have the horseshoe. That is the part you're going to want to be careful in, because that is the part where the majority of the fighting is going to take place. A lot of people have the kind of like the urge to jump in there, or just head to the horseshoe, and that is usually where you get grenades from. This map is very grenade heavy. You're going to see a bunch of people throwing random grenades, fusion grenades, wombo combo, because this map leads itself to be a very grenade heavy map. So you're going to want to be careful of going in there and actually taking some sort of damage or putting your team at a disadvantage. You're going to want to go ahead, and this map is going to be very determined on positioning. So what I mean by positioning is whoever gets to a certain spot first is going to be the team that actually has kind of the advantage. For example, if you want to hold down B, where flag spawns in B, if you get there first before someone's actually sniping from the bottom of the hill, then you are going to have that advantage as opposed to the other team getting there. If you get to the horseshoe first before the other team, you have the advantage. So it's all going to be determined on advantage. One thing I do want to suggest is avoid the middle part, which is the B, where the B flag spawns. That is usually a death trap to be within the map, and make sure you avoid that part. You then have the middle part, which is where the spawn flag happens, and that spawn flag happens right there when the game goes to overtime. Make sure you approach that with caution, because usually what I've seen a couple teams do is once the flag spawns, they rush in there, and they usually are set up because that flag is so wide open and there's so many lanes for you to get shot from. Make sure you don't go in there like Rambo. Make sure you actually take a cautious approach, especially if there's people still alive, because you could pretty much get not only sniped, but you could also go ahead and get gunned down. Another thing I want to recommend and let you guys know is when the heavy round spawns, sometimes for this map in particular, it's so easy to actually go ahead and kind of rush the other team's heavy that you're going to want to be careful when you're picking up heavy, if you're picking up heavy, and you're also going to want to be careful that if you're flanking the team's heavy, that your heavy's not being taken, because usually what happens is teams end up crisscrossing and you know, you pick up the team's heavy and the other team picks up the heavy. For this map, I highly recommend rocket launchers over LMGs. The reason is because there's a lot of narrow spots, and usually what tends to happen when someone picks up the heavy, they usually jump towards the middle and try to go to the enemy's heavy with the rocket launchers. So rocket launchers are pretty predominant when it comes to this map. Now, one thing I do want to point out is, remember, there's always the outside section, or the desert like I like to call it, where you guys are able to go ahead and you know, engage teams outside. So make sure you guys, if you're going out there, you have a good amount of weapon and know a little bit of the map awareness, so you guys are not getting picked up from the top of the rooftops. So that is my Firebase Delphi breakdown. Of course, the S's will mark where the special arrives. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys have any suggestions, maybe a preferred loadout that you guys like to take for this map, or something that you guys like to do within this map that you know, that I didn't cover. Please let me know in the comment section down below, fellas. And don't forget to stay up to date to all things Destiny. Stay tuned to the channel where we empower your gaming.